Hi everyone, I am Dhruti Shah, and once again I'm here with another awesome story. Thank you, Vishaka, and welcome.
Thank you for inviting me, Dhru.
So, tell us something about yourself.
So, people know me as a dancer, mainly as a dancer and a singer. That's what I did my master's in. But through that, a lot of things evolved, and now people know me as a dance teacher, a singer. I'm also a Tai Chi instructor, a wedding choreographer, a wedding planner. So, like, I do multiple things, and I'm also an artist, but it's something that I just do passionately for myself. I don't really like teach it or explore it in other ways, but just something I enjoy doing.
Oh wow, that's a lot of wow. So art is just like you breathe, live,
Absolutely.
eat everything art.
Yeah, I am so not a numbers person. I never have been. But now with the current tech world that we're in, it gets really stressful for me because I'm so old school where I write everything down.
You and me.
And now everything is like type this and type that, and so I'm slowly getting into the flow of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said you did your masters in
Yeah, I did
singing.
I did my master's in Bharatanatyam.
Okay.
My course was 7 years, and then I did 3 years teaching undergrads and dissertation.
Okay.
But at the same time, I also did my Visharad in music.
Okay.
So I've done my Visharad in Hindustani classical music, and then of course branched off to teaching other genres as well now.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. And now you teach Bharatanatyam, or what do you teach?
So I do Bharatanatyam as a classical art form. I do Kathak as well. But I also teach Bollywood, jazz, salsa, modern contemporary, because I feel the current generation, they find it very boring, the classical aspect, because it requires a lot of discipline. So I had to like branch off and make it more fun, more visual, and also go with the current time, because social media is so active and available to this generation.
Yes.
So it was important for me to, incorporate other forms of dance as well.
Yeah, if it's anything more than this many seconds, they lose
They lose
interest.
concentration, and also going with the trend.
Yeah.
You just have to go with the trend. It's not like before where there was only classical available to us, so that was the main form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And you said in singing, you sing, you teach people singing, like the vocals, and
Yeah.
elaborate a bit on
Yeah.
that.
So it's called voice training, basically.
Okay.
And there's 2 things in it. One is it opens out your lung capacity, so basically gives you more inner strength to be able to project vocally. And the other thing is that any form, physical or emotional or mental, it's all meditative. So I feel like even through song, you're in that zone and in your space of being medically and meditatively inclined. So it's just an amazing vibe. It just opens up your mind, your spirit, your body.
It's so awesome, because all these things that you're teaching, it's forms of expression, right? So
Exactly.
when there was a time I heard Sadhguru say that any parents who bring kids with autism to us, the first thing we do is we put them through some sort of expressive art or sports. So when kids find expression through these, whether it's movement or singing or some sort of sport, they start to just calm down or ground themselves.
Yeah. It's comforting.
Yeah.
It gives them comfort. So when I was doing my master's, we were asked to pick a topic. And one of the topics I picked was working with special needs children, autism, partially blind. And we use this method of vibration. So the minute you put their hand on a speaker and they can feel the music, that's what gave them that comfort and that feel of belonging. And that's how a lot of special children need music or need sound to heal.
Yeah.
So it's a form of healing.
It's so awesome. So a personal story, when Rian was 7-8 months old, Bob had gone to climb Kilimanjaro, and Rian has always been attached to Bob, and he started crying, like screaming really badly, like, as if he was like possessed or something. I couldn't comfort him. Milk, nothing comforted him. And then I put this chant. As soon as I put this chant, that helped. That soothed him. Yeah. And since then, like if we're feeling like agitated, or we're feeling a bit angry or distressed or whatever, I'll just put that chant, and everything would just seem like, okay, we start calming down.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've noticed that also, like, they say artists are usually supposed to be calm and collected and stuff, but it's actually not true. Example of myself, like, most artists have got extremes. So just like how the Lord of Dance, Shiva, has his destruction and his creation side, we're also very destructive. So we have a lot of anger and we also have a lot of calm, but we need to come to a middle ground. So because we're extremists, sometimes we don't understand, like if something upsets us, we don't know how to tackle the situation because it goes to an extreme, like, how could you do this? Or why did you say this? And there's the other side as well, where we're so calm that nothing affects us.
Oh, wow.
So, a lot of people didn't know that, but most artists, you will notice, have got
the extreme ends.
2 poles, complete extremes,
Okay. Maybe that's necessary for creativity as well. Who knows?
And that's why they say creating, destructing, and maintaining. So the maintaining is the middle ground.
Oh, okay.
Trying to come to that middle ground of taking things in a different way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. And then you said Tai Chi. Let's come to Tai Chi. You also teach Tai Chi.
Yeah. So a long time ago, I was learning Tai Chi from an instructor here. And this was at Lisa Apartments when I used to go to that gym. And I was learning with somebody, and of course, after some years, he left. I was learning more of the martial art version, which is the yin version. So it was already there in me. But through my journey of Pilates, as a student, a friend of mine introduced Tai Chi to me as what I would feel in actually teaching it, because it's got movement and flow, which relates to dance.
Okay.
So there's a lot of similarity.
Oh.
So I started researching on it, understanding the yang version of it, self-taught. Of course, I had a little bit of background, but still it was more of watching videos and learning from a master online and stuff. And then I started teaching. It's been about, I think, 6 to 8 months now.
Okay.
And I love it. As in, it's given me so much calm. I feel like it was a calling, and I was supposed to do it.
Okay.
So the 2 reasons I do it. One is because it helps me, and it also helps me heal other people. Because it's all felt vibration through your hands, coming from above and from beneath, from the earth and from the sky.
Okay.
So when you do a Tai Chi session, you just feel like energy is penetrating into your body and releasing what is not for you.
Wow.
So there's that side of it as well. And then I just started, and I started realizing that the same people started coming back to me for more sessions.
Okay.
So clearly it was helping in some way, or they were feeling some sense of calmness. And that's how I got into it. And now I feel like it's a part of my journey, and that's why I do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've never tried Tai Chi, but after what you've just explained, I would love to definitely try it and see what it is.
Yeah. So it's like, I would say it's a mixture of yoga, meditation, a feel of your body, movement, flow. It's also very healing. So they say that if you practice it like regularly, it heals all your medical ailments that you have through time. Every movement has a motive behind it.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. And then I wanted to talk to you about how you've combined all this under one umbrella, your brand.
Yeah, so my brand is called Veloura.
Okay.
And how I came across this brand is one of my best friends. We were going back and forth, and I'm like, I'm looking for a brand name, and it's so hard, and I needed something that was striking but made sense to me.
Okay.
So Veloura is basically the divine light.
Okay.
That's the meaning of it, aura. And instead of calling it Velora, I did Velaura.
Okay.
So aura.
Yes.
So combining aura and space. And then I decided that I need, with the current time, like I said, I'm very old school. So I decided that I need a brand for people to know me through a brand, although they know me by name.
Yeah.
Just to give them that feeling of everything is under one roof.
Yes.
So you can come to me for dance or singing or tai chi or wedding planning or choreography or whatever you want. But there's a brand behind it, and they know me through that brand.
Yeah, I love that. And again, as we were speaking in this, in this day and age, brand, social media, and I love that about social media, because earlier it was like advertisement and all those things was only for big companies and stuff. And now people like me and you, we can have a page and we can put our messages out there, and people can know us through our little page, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't do mass in the sense that, like, it's not like I have hundreds of students or any of that. But whoever is with me, I feel like I'm taking them on a journey and they're reaching their own goal. Everyone has their own goal of what they want to do. Some is just for leisure, and some is they actually want to achieve something from it. I have students who have passed out through whatever they've learned with me, and they're now teaching wherever they are, which is amazing, because like they're using that art which they learned and they've taken it forward.
Amazing. And you'd only do that if you've seen and felt the benefit of a particular,
absolutely.
form.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. And then I wanted to ask you, you just mentioned about your students. So your students range from what age?
My youngest is 2.
Okay.
So I have a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
And my oldest goes up to 60, 70 years old.
Wow.
So a lot of the adults who did not have a chance in their time to learn a particular art form, whether it was singing, dancing, tai chi, they doing it now after their kids have grown up, gone to university or married.
I think that's awesome. And one of the things was, in this day and age, or well, even before, a lot of us feel like, oh, I'm shy, I don't dance, or I don't know how, I'm not talented, I don't know how to. But a lot of those glass ceilings are being broken now. People are like, I didn't do it, but I always wanted to do it. Let me try.
Yeah, exactly. And they ask me, the first question I get is like, so I'm 65 years old. Do you think I'd be able to do it? And there's no age bracket. They say, traditionally, they say you shouldn't learn dance or singing until you're 5 because of the understanding. Yeah. But I actually don't believe that. I feel it doesn't matter how old you are. Like I said, I have a 2-year-old. It's more on what they like. And their capacity of learning might be different, but they're still learning. They may do only 3 steps, whereas opposed to a 5-year-old doing 10.
Yeah.
But they're still learning. So I feel age is never a barrier, or shouldn't be a barrier for anyone.
It's true. But how do you then overcome this, these obstacles that people have, that, oh, I can't do this, I'm too old, or because in wedding choreography, you might get some people are so willing and enthusiastic, and you always see them in front lines. And then some are like, no, I don't think this is for me, I'll sit out. But then family wants them, or maybe even in, dance classes, some students might come a bit shy, or they might just, do a simple movement like that, whereas you want them to, really express. Yeah.
So, I feel like any form of expression is expression, whether it's small or big, right? But what I usually say is that do as per what you feel, follow your heart. That's one thing I always tell anybody who's with me. And the other thing is that I feel like the fact that they're even attempting to doing what they're doing itself is a big achievement. So I just let it be, and I let them be. If they want to be at the back, let them be at the back. If they want to be in the front, let them be in the front. But whatever they're expressing, they're releasing what their heart wants or what they want in the inner strength. So I just let it be.
I love that. So you provide that safe space for them. And then you're right, like as soon as they've said, yes, okay, fine, I'll do it, that's like half the battle won.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then,
and they're not everyone, everyone feels, but not everyone is a dancer or is a singer. But for me, I feel everyone is a dancer and everyone is a singer. It's just how you bring it out. The talent that you bring out in a person. I know you're going to say, but some people are tone deaf. But no.
my son would disagree. Yesterday I was singing and he's like, please, no.
No. Everyone is a singer. The reason why how we come in is like now we channelize and show you what the correct sur is, or the swar is, or what the correct hand movement is. So it's just channelizing and stylizing your movement. But that doesn't mean you're not a dancer, you're not a singer, or you're not a fitness enthusiast. There's nothing like that. Everyone is. It's how you bring it out.
Yeah, and that's why we have teachers.
Yeah. And also the thing of comparison. Never compare yourself to anyone, even to yourself. There has to be a free space of being able to do what you do. Like everyone would possibly do for you as well, like a plank in a different way. I know there's a specific way you're supposed to do it, but sometimes everyone's body is different. So you have to have a little bit of leeway, right?
True.
To some extent.
But that's easier said than done. I would be like, but I could do this and now I can't do it. Like, there's always that talk, right? Like, I see where you're coming from. But yeah, it's easier said than done. I'm like constantly just like, oh, I wish I could do, more.
Yeah. But I also tell a lot of my parents that, there's that thing of competition where my child is going, so my child should go.
Yeah.
Between
the unhealthy kind.
Yeah. So I always tell them that follow your heart, allow your child to explore everything that they want to explore. They will find what they want to do. Never force.
That's true.
That thing of forcing is what actually brings a sense of fear into a child, ability of I cannot do this. Or if I do this, people might look at me this way.
And they lose interest.
Exactly.
Which is the worst.
Yeah. So I just believe like self-expression is like the best. Let them just do whatever they want to do.
I love that. And tell me, like, obviously when kids come to you from young age, not everybody comes from, 2 years, but whenever they come, have you seen the benefits of like, dancing and singing, but how they infiltrate like their life, as a whole, maybe in studying, maybe confidence?
Absolutely. So the three main things is confidence, balance in their mind and body. And the other thing is the ability to express. So not everyone is vocal. A lot of kids are timid, or they don't know how to be in society or be amongst their peers. The minute they start an art form, it gives that free space of being able to talk, being able to express, being able to say, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, even with their own parents. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there's that sense of fear, So I feel like any form you do, whether it's sport or dance or music, or it just gives them that ability to be within society. So I've seen the changes, I've seen the confidence build, I've seen the area of, I can rather than I cannot. Which is amazing, because you see that growth in every person, even in adults. A lot of adults who have never been able to express for whatever reason, or what they've gone through in their past, and the minute they start this, they're able to voice out, they're able to speak out what they feel, which is amazing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And as a parent, like, who wouldn't want their kids to be expressive and confident and stuff, right?
Yeah, and also how to live around people.
Yeah.
You have some kids who don't even say hi, or are unable to they don't know how to be when people are around.
Yeah.
But this allows them to give them that confidence, right?
Yes, and it's so necessary.
Yeah, Because our world is changing.
So
it's not like how it used to be.
No.
You have to be like forefront, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Confidence, oh my God, is what they're going to need and what they're going to wear.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so singing, dancing, Tai Chi. Like, are they similar? Are they different? Do they complement each other?
Yeah.
From
Like
yeah.
I said, they all complement each other. It's all got movement. It's all got flow, and it's all got expression. Dance is movement through body, okay? Expression through the soul, okay? And likewise with Tai Chi is movement flow again. So movement flow, expression through the soul and your spirit, because you're trying to connect with the higher sense as well. And through dance, we do the same thing. We in Bharatanatyam, we bow down to the Lord of Dance, which is Lord Shiva. So it's also a way of connecting to the higher sense. Same with Tai Chi and same with singing, because through song, you're somehow connecting with another force out there. And it's comforting as well. It's giving you inner peace. All of them inner peace, all of them movement, all of them flow, all of them expression in different ways.
Wow, beautiful. Yeah. So now, okay, at Modest Miracle, we believe, small moments are so important, and they could be life-changing. Tell us about your small moments or something that you've had in the past that is so significant that you can still remember having impact on you.
So one of the things that was extremely impactful was, I started singing and dancing by my mom sending me for classes. I don't think my parents ever knew whether I would carry on or I would leave it after a few years, but I never stopped.
Okay.
And that was very impactful for me, because it became so impactful that I reached a point where after my O-levels, I had a choice. Do I do my A-levels in a different field, or do I pursue this and do my foundation in it and then continue with my bachelor's and master's? And my mom dropped me at the age of 15 and a half. I went to India. She left me there after a month, and I stayed there for 10 years on my own.
Wow.
So it became my career. I would never have anticipated that this would have become my career. I love it. I loved it. But for it to become my career is like huge.
Yeah.
So that was extremely. And the other thing was, in our family, I think I'm the only one who took this field. Everyone in my family is medical inclined, doctors, pharmacists, dentists, it's crazy. And then there's me, who is completely on the other side. So that was one of the things. And the other thing was when I got my first student, it was very new to me, because I didn't know, I was not confident enough to know that where is this going to go. And there's that one student who stayed with me from the age of 5 all the way through till they went to university. Oh. So you can imagine how impactful it was for me, because I never imagined that I would have that journey of 15 years of being with the same person, and us being with each other to be able to take each other. And it was a full round circle for me, like a full circle, because she started her career with me, went off to university, continued dance there to some extent, and recently got married, and I was her wedding choreographer, which is so amazing.
I love that.
And it was like a full circle for me.
Yeah. And shout out to that one person who stayed with you, because that person made you believe that you can do this. And,
absolutely. And when I saw her, when I was doing her wedding choreography and she was doing her first dance with her husband now, it was amazing, because that form and the technique that I tried to instill, that never left her. Even though she didn't dance for a few years, but there was just something, the grace, the expression, the technique, the rhythm.
Wow.
It was incredible just to watch her, be at where she is.
Such a proud moment.
Yeah, it was. It was super proud.
It was so awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and lastly from me, do you have any message for our youth, for the young people about dance and singing and Tai Chi and yeah?
So the only thing I'd say is that if you feel that you like these things, whether it's dancing or singing, sometimes it's not about doing it professionally or having a guide or a teacher, but you can even just put on the TV and dance. So just do it. I would just say wake up in the morning, put on what your favorite song, whether it's hip hop or Bollywood or contemporary or whatever you want, and just dance, because that release that you get in the morning will take you through the entire day. And do that again the next day, and you'll just see your entire life will transform. Likewise with song, I would say if you like singing, forget about what people say. If you're going to break a window, break it. Like honestly, just sing. Like it's what you like to do, so just do it. And as far as Tai Chi is concerned, it's very meditative. So you don't have to. I feel like it's important to have a teacher, yes, initially. It's like yoga, to get the right form. But that doesn't mean you can't do it from YouTube, or you can't do it through a link, or you can't do it through some other form, So if you feel that you want to just get into it, get into it.
I love that. And I now feel like that answer wasn't just for the youth, it's like for everyone, yeah?
Yeah.
Because there's 1 or 2 courses where they really emphasized on just putting on music, closing our eyes and just dance as if no one's watching.
Exactly, absolutely.
And even now, like when I feel low, that's one thing I would just do. And then instantly it's such a lift.
It is. And they always say that, oh no, but you need to go for classes and you need to. No, I know I'm a teacher. It's of course completely going in the other direction, what I'm saying. But I feel, no, you don't need a teacher. If you can do it yourself, do it.
No, but I mean, the kind of dancing I'm talking about is just jumping around, right?
Yeah, like free flow.
Free flow, yeah.
But there's so much available now on social media. There's so much available through YouTube links. There's so much available out there. Just follow your heart. There's something I wanted to share. When I launched my brand and stuff, I didn't know where it was going to go or how it was going to impact me or impact people, right? And then I started getting a lot of calls, and a lot of people started knowing Veloura by Vishaka rather than Vishaka on its own, right? And recently, I got a student from Russia. Mm-hmm. And she found me on Instagram or Facebook, one of the two, got in touch with me. And I asked them, like, so how did you decide to go with me? Because there's so many teachers. And she's like, you were at the top of the list on Google. You were at the top of the list wherever I was looking. It was Veloura by Vishaka. So I realized that this is the person I need to be with. And then when she came from Russia and she met me, she's like, I would have not done this with anyone else. Just simply because of the vibe that we had and, the bond that we shared, even we were strangers, but yet we were not. So it's amazing. Like I meet so many people and I feel so happy when I meet them, just simply because they want to do something for themselves, which is great. Yeah.
I can just imagine how your day would be. It would be so joyful. At the end of the day, I'm sure you're tired. You'll be super tired, but be really happy and fulfilling.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the times when I'm like, I have to wake up today for a class, and then I'm there half an hour before. I'm like, oh no, the alarm's going to ring in half an hour, and then once I'm up, my day just flows. It just goes by, and I do get tired. You're right. I do get tired. There are times when I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to be, or I just want to watch something like completely different. So I can't do parties or stuff anymore because I'm doing this the whole day. So then if you tell me to go out.
That must be the age.
No, I don't think it's the age. I just think that I get tired of it because you're listening to music the whole day.
Yeah.
Or you're in that vibe the whole day.
And then it takes a toll. Like you're also physically moving and showing the steps and everything. So. Yeah, but there's something you said, like, oh, you don't need teachers, just start YouTube and stuff. But yes, that's amazing. But I do feel like, especially for kids when they're young and they want to get into, teaching, dancing and singing and stuff, that discipline that is brought by a teacher, and the techniques that you teach and the way you say the grace and everything, that is so important.
Absolutely. And any form you do, whatever you do in life, somehow it brings some grace into you. It teaches you elegance. It teaches you how discipline. It teaches you how to be defined in society, and gives you an aura. So Veloura is one of the reasons why it's called Veloura, is because the aura that you represent when you walk into a room is something else. And I've noticed that with every student I've had, the minute they walk into any other room, whether they're business or management or whatever they're doing, it's amazing. Like that aura that you feel when that person walks into that space is incredible. Simply because they've got that grace, or they've gone through that training of being able to understand how graceful it is to be in life,
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I think that's a good end to this episode.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Veloura.
Veloura, yeah. I love the name. And if it wasn't for my best friend, I don't think I would have even come up with this name. Like I was like going back and forth, and we suddenly came across this one.
I love that. Shout out to the friend as well.
Yeah, my friend Dipali. She's amazing.
Cool. Thank you.